What's up guys, Guillaume there and welcome back to episode number 78 of the Qantas career mode, the end of season 5 and what is the final episode of the playing time of this save. The next one will be a recap of, well, everything, I guess. In today's episode, the final monument of the season, the Jiro di Lombardia, and we'll have the Guangxi the Great Wall of Guangxi, sorry. I can't change the name, all the stages, saves fucked. If you haven't seen the previous episode, I kind of explained it. But yeah, a bit of a shorter one. I will do Paris Tour as well, because I've never done it, and it's a race that I like. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump in for the final 7 races of this save. For our final time in the mountain stage. It's a horrendous fitness for everyone, come on. I decided to bring the big guns. All of my GC riders, all of my climbers. I think the best rider in mountain that isn't here is Nick Schultz, that I've subbed for the European champion of Thomas Pidcock. I never got to show the jersey, but there it is. I've got a custom back as well. Yeah, kind of emotional during the last races. Like for you, this is in May. For me, like I've recorded everything in the matter of like 8 days, I think. So I've had way too much time to be spent with that team. But either way, I digress. Jiro di Lombardia, if we win today, once again we would finish with a better, well, 60-40 ratio of monuments win to monuments losses, and I don't like to lose. Even though I've done plenty of that recently. And by to lose, I meant like the verb losing, not the town in south of France, which I've got no particular feeling about. When nearing the midway part of the stage of the Lombardia, it's not the usual Lombardia version I know. Like there's no Madonna di Campiglio, there's nothing really, if I'm honest, except the end. It's basically just like a very tough Milan-San Remo, because this looks a lot like the Poggio. San Fermo della Battaglia. Is that the clan I said I didn't see? No, that was Madonna di what? Campigliano? Madonna di Gisalo, I think. I don't know, maybe I'm chatting shit. Either way, on 20 kilometers to go, we've crashed about 7 times, including 4 crashes to be given to the great Ruben Thompson. So that was great. Tobias Foss has also crashed. A lot of riders crashing. Mikel Landa wanting to go for an early retirement. But yeah. Oh, and Johannesson also going out. And the peloton has given up. So I'm kind of forced to pace. There was Gisalo. Okay, I just forget everything I've said up till that point. But yeah, the peloton gave up. I don't have many other words. They just completely stopped. Like, a few favorites attacked, and then this group, this adult group of 134 riders, was like, you know what? Now that I think about it, I don't think I want to pace. Pricks. First time up San Fermo della Battaglia, we're gonna catch Antonio Tiberi, Michael Fruyfenner, and Romain Grégoire. They were in the initial leaders attack, if I can call it like that. They're now dead. And Jesus Christ, huge attack by David Godu with Tiana Tebrux in the wheel, and Maxime Van Riels. Valentin Madouas is also here, and he's going to follow the attack of his French leader. That's great work, great teamwork by FDG. And David Godu not even blocking me. I love that behavior from him. One favorite is dropped. That's Antonio Tiberi. Okay, I don't think I've won Lombardia in this save, so that could be the day, but I don't believe it. Especially with the crash by Finn Fisher Black as the end of his chances. We're going solely for Shiran today. Acceleration up front, that's Tadej Pogacar. Tadej attacking Johannesson, Tobias that is, and Liu Heita trying to follow. Then a group of 12 where we find out Shiran. Do I have energy? Yes. Am I willing to spend it? No. Have I lost? Yes. We'll see if Leo and Tobias can come back on Tadej Pogacar. Maybe they can stop working together. But there's a very, very little valley portion. And it's highly likely that they won't have time not to pace. If we want to win Lombardia, it's now or never. 3 riders up front as Liu Heita goes on the move. Johannesson follows, so does Tadej Pogacar, the Slovenian, well and truly in the wheel of the Norwegian leader of FDJ, doing one of his final races, I think, with the French team, as he'll be heading out, I believe, as I saw on the transfer window. Leo Hater still leading. I have killed Archie Ryan. It's a group of 8. It's a group of 8. It's still a group. It's going to be a group of 7, group of 6. Archie Ryan will finish in the top 10 of Lombardia for a second year in a row as he gets dropped at the summit with Nielsen Paules. Maybe there's a world where we can come back with the American rider. We'll try to take his wheel as a prompt. The win is for one of these 3 riders. They were by far the strongest today. Could I have done better with Finn Fisher Black? I don't know. I don't think I could have, if I'm being honest. Can Archie come back on the riders ahead? No, he cannot. The win in Como, to the shock of absolutely no one, is obviously for Tadej Pogacar, Johannesson, Hater, Brandon McNulty, and Mate Jorgensen to complete the top 5. Have I jinxed him? I have jinxed him. I have not jinxed him. And it's going to be a P8 finish. Just like always, for it's going to be P9. I have jinxed RG Ryan. It is P9 for the Irish rider. I guess we won du Paris Tour. Arnaud Delias won it ahead of Luis Sober and Pierre Gautrat. I would have liked to play it, but the game did not allow me to do so. Thank you, game. Very nice, very cool. And we're on the way for the Great Tour of Guangxi. 5 stages instead of the 6, even though it says 6. Believe me, it's 5. We're in Nanning. 3 sprint stages, a mountain stage, and a hilly stage to wrap up this season. And we once again decided to bring a decent team. +4 for Jai Henley, who will be my GC leader, but the -4 worries me. And a +1 for Caleb Ewan, who I'm hoping can finish the season on a high. Is that a very average spell, we'll say, with me? And it's always the case. Whenever I go and get like an old sprinter or like a fan favorite sprinter, I never do well. Starting to think that it may not be the sprinter's fault, and it could be mine. We're approaching the final 6 kilometers here in Nanning. It's a full train for the team, and for once, the train actually seems like it does have some sort of life, as the train of IAM is appearing on the right-hand side of the road here. Caleb Ewan is in the wheel of Michael Matthews, himself in the wheel of the European champion of Thomas Pidcock. Come on. Just create the gaps. Create the fucking gaps. I feel like Michael has maybe lost the wheel of Thomas Pidcock. We're going to try and launch here. Michael Matthews has indeed lost the wheel of Thomas Pidcock, and that's a shame because we were well positioned to actually do well for once. It's an easy win for Milan Menton ahead of Zailard. Yeah, I've got the legs. At least I've got the rider able, or that should be able, to win a sprint. Another sprint stage for stage number 2 between Binyang and Liuzhou. 203 kilometers. It's very flat. It does not really gives me anything to say about it, if I'm honest. So we'll just be in the peloton and wait, I guess. 8k to go until we reach Liuzhou for the second sprint of this Great Tour of Guangxi. I'm going to put Ruben Thompson to step aside. We're going to go 99 and use the gel on Finn Fisher Black, who's basically become a lead-out man in this tail end of this save, which is very sad to see. I've used the gel too early, I believe, but it's fine. Maybe I can make it work. Maybe it's gonna, I don't know, push my riders to not be dumb when it comes to the sprint that we will begin very shortly as Simon Pelot is setting up Getzi and Martin Zailard. There goes Bentana, Michael Matthews. Oh, that's too early. It's too early. 1k to go. I thought that was the Flamme Rouge earlier, but it wasn't. It was the 2 kilometer barrier. And Caleb Ewan is gonna get the win. I never doubted him. Caleb Ewan, Milan Menton, and Marius Meyerhofer. The final sprint stage of this season, and it is a +1 for Caleb Ewan. Can we win the final sprint of this save? That'd be fun. That'd be very fun, because it's not something I do often. Also, I have planned something for the final stage. I will finally turn off shadows so that you can see the helmets. We're really struggling to get through this peloton, despite the +5 of Ruben Thompson, who definitely should help due to his now better stats in flat terrain. But it's just the team I am bullying me, and they keep blocking me from taking the line I want. I'll try and move to the left because I see them going to the right. Alright, I don't want Peters to accelerate too much. Alright, let's go 99 now. Elie Gébert is attacking on the right. Someone is going to have to tell me why. Because I don't understand the initiative that has been taken by the French rider, the former rider from Arca Airbnb. Pentana, Thomas Pidcock, Michael Matthews. There goes Thomas Pidcock. Michael Matthews has been dropped by the European champion. The 81 in acceleration, clearly not working wonders. It's a great lead out for Jai Hindley. Sadly, we're sprinting for Caleb Ewan, and we have lost the final sprint of this season. It's a win for Rui Oliveira ahead of Mats Kanta and Cyril Getze. Yeah. 1 year of playing this game, and I still can't fucking time it right. Here's the win stage of this race between Guillaume and the Doulin Mountain. Got a few hills along the way, and then the climb towards Gaopai, which is going to be quite difficult, 7.4 kilometers at an average of 10%, and a max of 22. And the final ramp towards Douling, 23% max gradient, an average of 19% across 2 kilometers to crown the final winner, or at least who should be the final winner of a 1 week race in World Tour this year. We're starting the first few climbs, the first few real difficult climbs, because we've got 18k remaining, and we're in Songshuping, currently pacing. It's the Team UAE for who? UAE, probably for Marc Hirschi or Félix Groschartner, but I'm gonna guess it's for Marc Hirschi. Jai and Finn doing very well so far. Milan Menten is still here. I love the resilience, but I have no idea why you're trying to keep the jersey. Like, you are going to collapse, Milan. It's very similar to the Croatian race, where we had the very strong team, but we ended up choking. I do think that we've got a better chance today, or at least so I hope. But with 5k until the summit of Gaopai, I think we're in for probably a win. Not gonna jinx it, but I reckon you should have what it takes to get the stage, as Bentana is gonna pace, heading into this flatter portion. It's a group of 9 with 2k until the summit. Make that a group of 6. Make that 5 actually. Make that 3. Yellen, Finn Fisher Black, Jai Hindley. And Yellen is holding on. I don't know who you are, but well done, brother. However, Jai Hindley's going for a move, and he's done. Goodbye, Yellen. Thank you for your work. I was looking at Bentana. Finn Fisher Black has dropped Yellen, and he's actually coming back on Jai. Should I do what I... you know what? It's fine. It's the final day. We can afford to be cocky. Right, brother, if you're pacing 38, please let someone come back. There we go. Alright, Jai Hindley, Finn Fisher Black, let's go both. Alright, let's put Jai next to Finn. No? Okay. I guess Finn Fisher Black just doesn't want to come back. Maybe if you're going at like 20% gradient, you can't cheat. It's a shame. I really would have liked to have the two of them cross the line at the same time. Kind of like Toyota does when they win in Le Mans, or like when Alpine does when they finish 19th and 20th of any Grand Prix. But it's a win by Jai Hindley into Douling Mountain for stage 4 of this Grand Tour of Guangxi, and that is the general classification in the bag with 1 stage left. The shadows have been turned off for stage number 5 and the final stage of this Grand Tour of Guangxi between Jing'an and Guilin, 215 kilometers today. A circuit around Libay at the end, and if everything goes smoothly, it should be a GC win for either Jai Hindley or Finn, but most likely for Jai. Yeah, not much else I can say apart from let's fucking have it for one more time. We got sent Michael Matthews in the breakaway. For the final time, I would have liked to win a stage with Michael. Sadly, that's not going to be the case, and now I'm also fighting to keep the GC. So, yeah, Michael, you need to come back here. Please. Do it now. Final hill. We're not going to come back on the breakaway. That is for sure, as Simon Pelot, James Shaw, and Nance Peters have crossed the summit. 6k to go. Eckerstorfer has attacked. Sure. I don't know who the fuck you are, but well done. A bit of a downhill portion. 4k to go until the sprint. In Guilin, the win today for one of these 3 riders, who will be the final winner in this save. It seems like it could be Simon Pelot. And it is going to be Simon Pelot taking the win today in Guillaume ahead of Nance Peters and James Shaw. A French person coming up second. That's something I've never seen before in this game. Peloton is led by Mathis Michels, Finfisher Black, and Giant Lee finishing with everyone. That is the general classification of this Great Tour of Guangxi for us. And here's the final classification of the final race of the season and of this save. Giant Lee wins ahead of Finfisher Black and Louvre Yellen. Milan Menten wins the green classification. James Shaw wins the mountain. Louvre Yellen is the best rider and the best team is Qantas. And thus comes the end of this season. The next video, there will be one. It will be episode 79. It will be the recap of all the 5 seasons of what started as the Bolton Equities Black Spoke career mode. It's the only video I will not have pre-recorded, so it may be a bit later than planned. I don't know. I'm planning a month and a half in advance. I don't know when goes what. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, then please do leave a like down below. And I'll see you for the very, very last episode of the Qantas career mode in the next video. My name is Guillaume. Have an amazing day. See ya.
Pass me the funk, get your funk on, girl, and don't you